It is time for our first competition of the day, JCB Racing. Our trucks have been seated into a racing bracket based on a random draw. All 8 will go head-to-head with the 4 fastest drivers advancing to the semifinals. Louisville, who's ready for Monster Jam Racing?
We're going to get ready here for our first head-to-head matchup. Please welcome Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger. And his opponent racing out of the left lane. Make some noise for Mike Christensen, Vendetta. The winner will move on into your JCB semifinal round. Our staging lights lit at the far end of each race lane. Outside yellow lights means our drivers need to fire their engines and head to the starting line. 2 yellow lights means they're staged and ready to go. They'll be looking for that green light, both approaching pretty fast here to the starting line as we're going to get set here for JCB Racing. Your winner is Vendetta! Vendetta moves on into your JCB semifinal round. He takes out Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger in round 1. And we're about to find out who he'll be taking on in your semifinals. This will be our second head-to-head matchup coming up. In the right lane, please welcome Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. And in the left lane, please welcome Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack. Jurassic Attack was last night's JCB Racing winner. He is looking to sweep the weekend here this afternoon as we await the approach of Dalton Widener and Jurassic Attack here to the starting line. It's time to go green! You can see some issues there with Jurassic Attack not able to get power off of the starting line. Casey, do you know anything that might be going on right now?
No word yet what's going on with Jurassic Attack, but it looks like he got some power off the starting line and then he had nothing. This is an electrical issue. As soon as we hear from what's going on in the back, whether he'll be able to refire or whether they're gonna end up bringing out the loader to bring him to the back, we'll let our fans know.
All right, El Toro Loco will be advancing on into your JCB semifinal round. He'll be taking on Vendetta. So there you have it. There's where we stand right now in our JCB Racing competition. The official bracket is up on the video board. Vendetta will be taking on El Toro Loco. An unfortunate there for Jurassic Attack and Dalton Widener not able to go into, or not be able to finish the race.
Alrighty folks, we want to take a moment to play a little game with all of our Monster Jam fans here in Freedom Hall. We're going to throw a game up on the video board. You're going to try to spot where the trophy is under one of these helmets, but it's going to be moving fast. It's going to be shuffling around. So let's see if you guys can get it. Alright, it's under number 2 to start. Make sure to keep your eye on it. It's going to be moving quick. Have you lost it? Do you know where it's at? Okay, we want everybody to shout it out. Is it going to be number 1, 2, or 3? Okay, I see a lot of 3s, a couple 2s. Let's see if you're right. Oh, it's not number 1. Maybe. It's not number 2. Number 3, let me hear ya if you were right. Way to keep your eye on it, folks. We're going to go ahead and get back to the action. Thanks for playing with us.
We are going to continue on here in JCB Racing. In the right lane, it's Cameron Murphy, Classroom Crusher. And his opponent, it's Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. The winner moves into your JCB semifinal round. Both of these drivers approaching the starting line right now. We're looking for those two yellow lights. Megalodon and Classroom Crusher. Pull it up to the line right now. It's time to go green. Your winner is Classroom Crusher. So Cameron Murphy, Classroom Crusher advances on into your semifinal round. One more race remains here. We're going to find out who he'll be taking on in the semis. The official bracket on the video board. Again, we're awaiting to see who the opponent will be for Classroom Crusher as we're going to wrap up things here in round one. All right, we're going to get set here, racing out of the right lane. Please welcome Chris Kohler, Mayhem. And get those trucker horn signals going for Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. The winner will take on Classroom Crusher in the semifinal round. It looks like Lucas Stabilizer heads to the line first. And we await the approach of Mayhem and those two yellow lights. We got them. It's time to go green. Your winner is Mayhem. Chris Kohler, Mayhem will be taking on Classroom Crusher in your semifinal round.
This is the JCB Racing semifinals. The 4 fastest trucks have advanced from round 1, and the winner of these next 2 races will advance to the final round, where they'll have an opportunity to clinch the first 8 points of today's event. Monster Jam fans, who's ready for more JCB Racing?
We got an inside cab look at our 2 competitors. This one right up on the video board, though, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. And we've got his opponent there on the track as well in the left lane. It is Mike Christensen, Vendetta. These 2 about to go head to head here in just a moment. The winner will move on to your JCB Racing final round. El Toro to the line first, followed by Vendetta. As we're going to get set here for your semifinal round. Your winner is El Toro Loco. Armando Castro, Toro Loco advances on to your racing final round. All right, we're going to get ready here for our last head-to-head matchup in the semifinal round. In the right lane, we've got Camden Murphy and Classroom Crusher, and in the left lane, we've got Chris Kohler and Mayhem. The winner will take on El Toro Loco in your JCB Racing final round. We're going to wait those staging lights to illuminate here for both of our drivers. Outside yellow lights there for both of them, as we've got Camden Murphy and Classroom Crusher heading to the starting line first, awaiting the approach of Chris Kohler and Mayhem. They are ready. They are set. It's time to go. Your winner is Classroom Crusher. Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher makes it to your JCB Racing final round.
It is time for the Monster Jam Racing Finals. The winner of this race will secure the first 8 points of today's event and the #1 spot in the chase for the overall event championship. Louisville, are you ready to meet your racing final contenders?
In the right lane, he is your 2024 Wow Factor Award winner from Itasca, Illinois. It's Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. In the left lane, he's a two-time World Finals champion from Whittier, California. This is Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. 8 points are on the line for both of our drivers here, and bragging rights. They will kick things off, set the tone for the rest of the field of competitors here. Outside yellow lights for both of our drivers. Who will take home the first 8 points this afternoon? We are seconds away from finding out. It is time for Monster Jam Racing! Classroom Crusher! Camden Murphy takes the win against El Toro Loco and collects his first 8 points this afternoon. Make some noise for your JCB Racing winner! A huge win for Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher, collecting his first 8 points this afternoon, and a JCB Racing win. Louisville, make some noise for your winner!
Camden, congratulations. When it comes to JCB racing, of course it's about speed, but it's also about precision and accuracy. Talk to us about how you crossed this finish line first.
Well, you know, first things first, this is like a trip down memory lane to have Armando Castro and I right here in the final round of racing in our last event here in Louisville. This place, you guys, that was our second event ever in Monster Jam back in 2017, so it's so awesome to be back here so many years later. But man, you guys are awesome. Feels great to take the racing win. It's a great way to kick the event off, and man, it feels good to be back in the arena too.
Well, we're going to go ahead and keep that momentum rolling into the two-wheel skills challenge. This is a competition that tends to slow things down. It's a little bit more technical, but that's what the arenas are built for.
Yeah, absolutely. And being that our career started in these arenas, we know it's all about this pod right here. There's so many little tricky things we can do. Stand this truck up on the front two tires. You never know what you might see. That's what the cool part about the Monster Jam Skills Challenge is. But hey, Louisville, you guys having some fun so far?
Congratulations once again to Camden Murphy and Classroom Crusher. He stands on top of the BKT overall event leaderboard with 8 points. Right behind him, El Toro Loco, Mayhem, Vendetta, Gravedigger, Jurassic Attack, Lucas Stabilizer, and Megalodon round out your 8 competitors here in the chase for the BKT overall event championship here this afternoon. Well, coming up next, we got our Monster Jam two-wheel skills challenge, and this is your first opportunity to help us crown a winner using judgeszone.com. Our drivers will have 2 attempts to throw down their best tricks on just 2 wheels. You might see some poppers, stoppies, wheelies, combination moves, or maybe some new inventive moves that you've never seen before. Don't forget to take out your cell phone right now, get ahead of everyone else, and scan that QR code and download judgeszone.com. It'll be right on your web browser. You're going to move that BKT tire up or down to the score you think our drivers deserve. All right, I'm hanging out in section 341 with Mason. He knows all of the trucks, and his mom is here too, Kelly. And we're going to play a game called Name That Truck. You might be able to win something cool, Mason, all right? You ready?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, all right. So what we're going to do is we're going to give you some clues on what this truck could possibly be, all right? So make sure you watch the video board right now. All right. Let's see. Looks like there's some maybe blue? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, no. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. This truck looks like it's here. It swims in the ocean. I think it has a fin. Oh, I don't know. What do you think it is?
Megalodon.
Megalodon. Do you think it's Megalodon? Let's see. Yes! Mason, congratulations. Guess what you guys just won, Mason? You know what you won? You're going to go meet all the drivers following tonight's event. You're going to the post-event meet and greet. You're going to take your whole family. You're going to take your sister with you too? Yeah, okay. All right. You get to go to the post-event meet and greet. You get to meet all 8 drivers here tonight. You get pictures, autographs, whatever you want. You can talk to them. There you are, your post-event meet and greet. Congratulations. There you go. All right, and for you Monster Jam fans, if you would like to attend our post-event meet and greet, right there on the video board, right now, get your cell phones out, scan the QR code, all the information will be there. Limited space is available for this post-event meet and greet, so scan that QR code right now, get that information, and you can meet all of our 8 drivers here competing here this afternoon. All right, Monster Jam fans, of course we brought 8 superstar drivers, but let's get to know some of these drivers that are competing here this afternoon. This is to get to know your drivers.
Best subject in school would probably have to be PE. PE. Not an answer? Say it. Recess. As an engineer, best subject in school has to be math. Oh, best subject in school would probably be math.
My favorite thing in school was definitely mathematics. That's why I became an accountant.
Worst subject in school, math, I mean, for sure. Worst subject in school, probably math. No doubt about it. Unless spelling, I can't spell anything correctly.
The worst subject in school was definitely history.
Science, English, history, really, all of the ones. Best Halloween costume has got to be the Ghostbusters. Some of those drivers did last year. It was awesome. This year I was born. I got to help. I have 100 different costumes. Napoleon Dynamite. My best Halloween costume, I dressed up as Tom Metz. This is Slenderman, Thunder Growl, or my best Halloween costume is usually a Marvel character. My favorite karaoke song will have to be Daddy Yankee's Gasolina. And I just thought I got Gasolina. Gotta be Bohemian Rhapsody. Mama! No, God. Down with the sickness. Toby Keith should have been a cowboy. Should have been a cowboy. Should have learned to rope and ride. No.
Girl just wanna have fun. Girl just wanna have fun.
Get your motor running. Head on the highway. I don't sing at all. My favorite karaoke song has got to be Freebird by of a free bird, yeah.
Well, this is just a reminder that we have partnered with St. Jude Children's Research Hospital here in the 2025 season. And right now, we're going to show you that QR code right there on the video board. Right there. All right, if you scan that QR code and you can donate maybe $1, maybe a couple dollars, whatever you can afford, or whatever's in your heart, donate right now. And what you can do is you can link that donation to your favorite Monster Jam driver competing here this afternoon. And during Monster Jam Freestyle, we are going to crown a St. Jude ambassador of the event here. So, of course, you can lock in to your favorite Monster Jam driver and text to donate, or excuse me, scan to donate with your favorite Monster Jam driver. And we're going to, of course, throughout the event, remind you where some of our drivers stand in the donation, and just remind you that all of the donations here collected for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital go 100% to St. Jude. So all of our Monster Jam drivers, or excuse me, all of you fans and all of those donations, that means no family will have to pay for medical bills, housing, food, anything. And that's because of you amazing fans. Don't forget, scan that QR code right now, scan to donate.
We love to do backflips, donuts, wheelies, and get bigger. We do it for you. And for the kids and St. Jude, families know that
Never receive a bill from St. Jude.
for treatment, travel, housing, and food, so they can focus on helping their child live. So get out your phones and scan the QR code.
I'm scanning mine right now.
Go ahead and scan the code. Go ahead and scan the code.
I'm scanning right now.
To learn how you can join us in helping the kids of St. Jude.
I've been hanging out in the stands with all of you amazing Monster Jam fans, and I see you taking those photos and videos, maybe even taking some selfies with your friends and your loved ones. Be sure to hashtag Monster Jam, because we want you to share your experience with us. And if you take a look at the video board, you'll see the hashtag Monster Jam, and these are coming in from all over the world. So when you're uploading your pictures and videos to any of your social media platforms, X, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, hashtag Monster Jam, and share your experience with us.
Our next competition coming up is the Monster Jam Two-Wheel Skills Challenge, and this is where our drivers will throw down their best tricks on just two wheels, but this is also your first opportunity to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com and crown a winner. And for more on that, let's throw it back to KCG.
Well, this is our fans' first opportunity to tell us what they think after every single run. So at the conclusion of each driver's run, you're going to hop on over to judgeszone.com, enter the scoring code LOU, and then slide that BKT tire to the score that you think that they earned, and press submit. You'll have 20 seconds to lock in those scores after each driver, and don't forget that they're counting on you to score accurately and fairly, because you help us determine who's taking home the overall event championship at the end of the event. Louisville, who's ready for the Two-Wheel Skills Challenge?
We are going to kick things off with our first competitor, Tyler Meninga, Grave Digger. It is the bicycle. Is able to get left and right there. One more attempt remaining for Tyler Meninga and Gravedigger.
Scoring is open. Tell us what you think about Tyler Meninga, Gravedigger. He is the first driver to compete in the two-wheel skills challenge, so you know the drill. Hop on over to judgeszone.com. You can also use the QR code on the video board. He is setting the bar, setting the standard here in this competition.
Two pretty cool moves there. It is the bicycle, and then is able to transfer the weight from left to right side there. Pretty hard to do there, but he's able to do it. Unfortunately, that second one, though, transfers it just a little too much and it rolls over. But nonetheless, a really great start here to the Monster Jam Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. So, get those scores locked in, and your scores are locked. Your score for Gravedigger is 7.547.
Love hanging out in the stands with all of our amazing Monster Jam fans. Here I've got Logan. Logan, are you a big fan of Monster Jam?
Yes.
You told me that you got some toys at home. What kind of toys do you have?
I have an RC Kikara Gravedigger.
That is awesome. So we got a Gravedigger fan in the house, and Logan told me that he knows a lot about Monster Jam. So we're going to put that knowledge to the test with a little bit of Monster Jam trivia. But we want everybody in Freedom Hall to help him out. All right, Logan, you ready?
Yes.
Let's do it. Let's go ahead and look at the video board and see what your question is going to be.
What's up, Monster Jam fans? It's Tyler Meninga, and it's time for some Monster Jam trivia. What are the Monster Jam truck bodies made? Is it A, steel, B, wood, C, toothpaste, D, fiberglass? If you know the answer, shout it out.
All right, Monster Jam fans, go ahead and shout it out if you think that you know the answer. Is it A, B, C, or D? Let's help Logan out. Oh, I hear a lot of different answers out there. Okay, Logan, what do you think it is?
I think it's D.
He's going to go with D, fiberglass. Is he correct?
You guessed D, you got it right. Now, time for more Monster Jam.
Nice job, Logan. It is D, fiberglass indeed. And for winning and for playing with us, you're going to be taking home the Gravedigger Puff Truck. High five, my friend. Nice. Well, up there at the official Monster Jam merchandise stands. Yeah, that's right, folks. Let's give him a round of applause. Nice job, Logan. Up there at the official Monster Jam merchandise stands, if you take a look on the concourse, the merchandise stands have the official 2025 souvenir yearbook. They have these awesome puff trucks. They've got hats. They've got t-shirts. They've got flags. All the cool gear that you don't want to miss out on. It's a great takeaway from today's Monster Jam. Hold on to your seats. We'll be back to the Monster Jam action in just a few moments.
All right, we see Gravedigger back on all fours here. This is just a reminder. You, the fans, are using judgeszone.com to help us score. Using judgeszone.com, you can use that QR code right now to log on. Don't forget to make sure that our drivers do 2 attempts. And, of course, we'll let you know what you see out on the track. Stoppies, poppers. We saw the 2 bicycles there from Tyler Meninga and Gravedigger. Moonwalks, maybe combinations as well. We're going to continue on here in just a moment with our second driver here in our Monster Jam Two-Wheel Skills Challenge. And that is Kevin Crocker, Megalodon. The reverse popper. Oh no, not able. Can he save it? Nope. The reverse popper and just a little too much. Make some noise right now for Kevin Crocker and Megalodon. Show him some love here. Get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. The scoring code LOU. Time to get those scores locked in. We've got, that is our second driver, Kevin Crocker and Megalodon. The score to beat 7.547. Just a little too much. If you saw from our perspective, he was kind of rocking back and forth on that wheelie bar, and that wheelie bar also protects the gas tank as well. And so what happened was it was just a little too much there for the reverse popper, lands him on his lid. Nonetheless, that was one attempt that you can score at judgeszone.com. Scores are locked in. Your score for Megalodon, 3.426.
Well, we're going to be playing another game with Paisley here. It's called Two Truths and a Lie. So we're going to see if she can spot the lie out of the two truths that we see on the video board. Paisley, are you ready to play? Yes. That's what we like to hear. You know the drill, folks. We want you to help Paisley out. If you think that you know the answer, let's check it out.
Let's play two truths and a lie. Can you guess which one's the lie? I used to race motocross. I'm from France, and I am your mom. If you think you know the lie, let me hear it.
There's a lot of opinions out here. Do you think it's A, B, C, or D? This one's a little tricky. This one's kind of hard. Paisley, do you have a guess?
I think it's B.
She's going to go with B. I'm hearing a lot of answers out here. Let's see if she's correct.
That's right. Not from France, but I speak French. I'm from Canada. Thanks for playing. That's the mom.
There she is up there showing that she's got lots of motorsports experience. She's a mom as well. Paisley, thank you so much for playing with us. You're going to be taking home this stylish Monster Jam hat, my friend. High five. Thank you so much. And we are going to get right back to the Monster Jam action.
We are coming up on our third competitor. It is Dalton Winder, Jurassic Attack. We have the popper into the nose wheelie currently right now from Dalton Winder, Jurassic Attack. A brief pause for the stoppie back into a moonwalk. A few combinations. Can he do the reverse popper? Yes, he does. One more attempt remaining for Jurassic Attack. We are back into the popper, into the moonwalk.
Scoring is open. The ribbon boards are red. That's Dalton Winder, Jurassic Attack. About 12 more seconds to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com. At Monster Jam, your opinion matters. Your opinion means something to us. You help us determine who has taken home the 8 points for the two-wheel skills challenge. So be sure to slide that BKT tire to the score that you think Jurassic Attack has earned and press submit.
All right, your scores are locked. Your score to beat right now, Gravedigger, 7.547. Your score for Jurassic Attack is... We got a new leader, 8.171. Get those trucker horn signals going for our next driver, Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. Hopper, stopping, back into a moonwalk. One more attempt remaining for Lucas Stabilizer.
Scoring is open. Let's see those trucker horns and put those hands together for Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer.
All right, time to get those scores locked in. JudgesZone.com. I see you all out there using JudgesZone.com. Time to see what your scores will reflect. It is an 8.171. That is the score to beat here at for Jurassic Attack. Scores are locked. Your score for Lucas Stabilizer, 7.540. Coming up next, we got Mike Christensen, Vendetta. One more attempt remaining for Vendetta.
Let's hear it one more time for Mike Christensen, Vendetta. Folks, if you haven't joined in with fan scoring, it's not too late to do so. Head to JudgesZone.com and tell us what you think. We still have a few more drivers left. Kay, it looks like to me, a couple of our drivers have been trying to do tricks out there on that pod, but it looks a little slick.
That's right. We've got 8 different obstacles that our Monster Jam drivers can use here or choose from out on this track. So, you know, they've been trying some different variations, but nothing's really been able to land for these Monster Jam drivers. Scores are locked in. Your score to beat 8.171 Jurassic Attack. Your score for Vendetta is 4.317. On deck, we've got El Toro Loco, Classroom Crusher, and Mayhem yet in our Monster Jam 2-Wheel Skills Challenge.
There's still a few more drivers left for the 2-Wheel Skills Challenge, but we wanted to bring up that energy a little bit, so we're going to go ahead and spin that wheel. Let's see what you guys are going to be doing up here in your seats. Is it dance cam, flex cam, DJ cam? There it is. We want to see your best DJ moves. Time to spin those records. Let's hit it. Come on, folks. Let's see it. Kay Young, it's your moment to shine. That was pretty good. But we're going to go ahead and switch it up a little bit. Let's spin that wheel one more time. What's it going to land on this time? we've got Flex Cam. Oh, wait. It's Air Guitar Cam. Okay, you know the drill. Let's see how much fun. We've had a couple of requests for an encore spin. So what do you say, folks? Let's spin it one more time. Last but not least, it's gonna be Drummer Cam. Let's practice that percussion a little bit. Let's see those drums. Here we go.
All right, good job there on the drumming. We're going to remind you where we stand right now. Our Monster Jam 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. Jurassic Attack currently is your score to beat 8.171, followed by Gravedigger with a 7.547. Lucas Stabilizer currently sitting in third. Vendetta and Megalodon round out your five. On deck still, we have Classroom Crusher, Mayhem, and El Toro Loco yet to come out here on the track for Monster Jam, a 2-Wheel Skills Challenge. Another 8 points are on the line here for our drivers. In just a moment, we will see one of these three drivers left take to the track here before we crown our winner. Let's throw it up to the video board though. For our Monster Jam drivers, they're pretty funny. Let's hear them tell us a joke.
Hey, Monster Jam fans, you want to hear some really fun jokes?
Like W-R? Do you know what I call Jurassic Attack when it's sleeping? Any guesses? Come on, let me hear them. A dino snore. Get it? Dino snore? What?
I don't need it either, so it's good. Do you know what Classroom Crusher did, like study the tests in school? Because he preferred crash courses. Oh my God, these are so lame. Do you know how Gravedigger gets his exercise at home? Any guesses? It does tire at once. Get it? Tire, truck. What do Megalodon and a computer have in common? They both have megabytes. Get it? I mean, I knew you laugh harder than it. What do you call El Toro Loco when he's asleep? Anybody know the answer? You? Bulldozer? You get it? But no? Bulldozer. Why didn't Zombie cross the road? He didn't have the guts. Oh, there were some good ones. Really, really good ones.
All right, Louisville, who's ready for some more Monster Jam 2-Wheel Skills Challenge? Coming up next, we've got our next driver up, Chris Kohler, Mayhem. We've got the popper into a stoppie. Back into a moonwalk for Chris Kohler, Mayhem. One more attempt remaining here for Mayhem.
That'll do it for Chris Kohler, Mayhem. Scan that QR code on the video board and tell us what you think. Remember, the scoring code is LOU for Louisville.
All right, get those scores locked in. A little too slick out there for the popper on the opposite side of the track there for Mayhem. Nonetheless, the first attempt being pretty solid there for Chris Kohler. Time to see what you put him at in this competition. The score to beat Jurassic Attack, 8.171. Your scores are locked in. Your score for Mayhem is... You gave him a score of 7.430. Our next driver up, it's Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Popper up the ramp, still holding it strong up there. Look at the transfer of weight left and right. One more attempt remaining for El Toro Loco. Walks it back down. Makes a noise for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Two solid attempts there for El Toro Loco. Is able to walk it up the pod there on the first attempt and then transfers that weight, puts a lot of pressure on those corners or the front hubs of those tires. And then, of course, we have the second popper attempt. Walks it down there as well. Makes some noise right now for El Toro Loco. Scores are locked in. Your score to beat Jurassic Attack, 8.171. Your score for Armando Castro is... We got a new leader, El Toro Loco, 8.421. One driver remains before you crown your very first winner using judgeszone.com, and that is Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. popper, walks it back up. Can he walk it back up? A brief pause in the middle of the ramp. Walks it back up. Not enough power for the reverse popper. One more attempt left for Classroom Crusher. Make some noise for Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. You definitely heard a little crush there at the very end as he tips over. Classroom Crusher is the last competitor here of the Monster Jam 2 Wheel Skills Challenge, and you are about to crown a winner here in just a moment for the very first time using judgeszone.com. We saw some good popper attempts there, some moonwalks, some combinations. Time to get those scores in. Your score to beat El Toro Loco 8.4, 2-1. Your score for Classroom Crusher is... You gave him a score of 7.523, which means you're a winner of the Monster Jam 2 Wheel Skills Challenge, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. El Toro Loco, Armando Castro is your winner, collecting his first 8 points of this afternoon. Make some noise for your winner!
He is down on the track. Armando, congratulations on another 8 points towards today's overall event victory as our reigning Monster Jam World Finals 2 Wheel Skills Challenge winner. Talk to us about what you did out here to get these fans to give you those 10s.
Yeah, you know, I was sitting there, back there, kind of watching everybody else do their moves, and said, you know what, we're going to stick to what we know. We're going to try to come out here and balance a 12,000-pound Monster Jam truck on its front BKT tires, and that's exactly what we did. You know, first attempt, I was honestly kind of expecting the rear end to kind of come up a little easier, but it had to work for it. I quickly threw it in reverse and caught it back up there. A nice little moonwalk, and that second attempt didn't work out as best I wanted to as well. And, you know, we ended up crushing the hood. But, man, I'm having a good time here. Like I said, I haven't been here in a couple years. It's awesome to be back right here. So much Monster Jam history, Monster Truck history in general inside of Freedom Hall. So I want to say thank you guys for coming out and supporting us, man. We're having a good time. We're just getting started. These guys are going to come out here with the two-wheel bikes, come out here, do some crazy tricks, and then we will come right back. Monster Jam Freestyle, baby. Who's ready for Monster Jam Freestyle? Make some noise!
Congratulations to Armando Castro, El Toro Loco, taking home his first 8 points of this afternoon. But right now we're going to get into halftime. We've got all these fans waiting for the very last competition, and that will be Monster Jam Freestyle. But like Armando said, we've got some high-flying action coming your way. Be sure to head up to the concourse right now, grab your official Monster Jam merchandise, and meet us right back here for the second half of action. Louisville, make some noise! We're returning back to Monster Jam action with our freestyle motocross riders, Team US FMX. Make some noise right now for Nick Desmond, TJ Tiffany, Braden Anderson, and Cody Elkins.
Well, these guys are about to heat things up down here on the track right now. They're doing a couple laps, feeling out the distance between the ramp and the landing pad, and then we are going to be getting into round one, where each of these riders is going to be completing 4 individual jumps. Headed to the ramp first. Let's give it up for our first rider, Nick Desmond. Soaring high in the sky, next, it's TJ Tiffany. Third in line, let's hear it for Braden Anderson. And last but not least, it's Cody Elkins. That first of 4 individual jumps out here. Nick Desmond joining us from St. Augustine, Florida. TJ Tiffany hailing out of Orlando, Florida. Joining us from Salt Lake City, Braden Anderson. And all the way from Weatherford, Oklahoma, Cody Elkins. Between these riders, decades of experience, and you can see it out here on the track. That is jump number 3 for Nick Desmond. No hands for Braden Anderson. Full vertical extension for Cody Elkins. This is their last jump of round number 1. Our first backflip of the afternoon. There goes Braden Anderson and rounded everything out. Another backflip by Cody Elkins. Wow, that is going to conclude round number 1. But we've got more action coming your way because it is best trick competition.
That's right, Casey. Our best trick competition is coming up next, and this is where you, the fans, will use judgeszone.com, just like you've been doing for our Monster Jam drivers, to score our 4 riders. Now what's going to happen is they're going to have one attempt and one attempt only to throw down their sickest trick. You'll still have 20 seconds to lock in your score at judgeszone.com. Of course, the code LOU. All right, Casey, are our riders ready?
These guys are lined up. They are set and ready to go. What do you think, boys? Are you ready to get wild out here on the track for these fans?
All right, let's get into our best trick competition. Coming up first, make some noise for Nick Desmond. Freedom Hall, as soon as you see that front tire hit that mat, I need you to get as loud as you can for Nick Desmond!
And that is Nick Desmond doing what we call an Indian air heart attack. Full extension backwards. The only thing he is touching on his bike is with his hands. Lock in that score. LOU for Louisville. He is going to set the bar here in the best trick competition.
All right. The clock is ticking down there at judgeszone.com here for our riders. Nick Desmond kicking things off here. Scoring is locked in. All right. Don't forget, judgeszone.com. Scores are locked. Your score for Nick Desmond, 7.689. We're going to move on to our second rider up, TJ Tiffany. You might have seen TJ Tiffany doing stunts in Avengers Endgames, multiple Netflix series, as well as Bad Boys 2. Lots of TVs and different movies. All right, let's see what TJ Tiffany's going to throw down. Freedom Hall makes a noise for TJ Tiffany.
And TJ Tiffany does a full backflip, beautifully landed, perfectly executed, making it look easy out here on the track. The scoring, the ribbon boards are red, which means it's time to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com. Will it be enough to take the lead?
All right, let's see what this veteran Supercross rider gets from you, the fans, here for that backflip. Scores are locked. Your score to beat Nick Desmond, 7.689, and your score for TJ Tiffany is... You gave him a score of 8.519. All right, we got a new leader with TJ Tiffany as we get set for our third rider up. Anderson. Braden Anderson's been riding for only 3 years, but's been throwing down some pretty sick tricks here in our best trick competition. We'll see what he decides to do here this afternoon. All right. We are going to get it ready to see what he can throw down. Louisville, get loud for Braden Anderson.
And Braden Anderson lands a backflip knack-knack. If you could see, his left foot leaves contact with the bike, adding some style, adding some flair to his backflip. Tell us what you think. Scoring is open for just a few more seconds at judgeszone.com.
A reminder, TJ Tiffany's your score to beat 8.159, and with the backflip knack-knack from Braden Anderson, let's see what you've decided. All right, let me see that score for Braden Anderson. Look at that, we got a new leader, Braden Anderson, 8.666. He was last night's best trick competition winner. Coming up last, but certainly not least, Cody Elkins. Can he sweep the weekend? It will be solely up to you to decide that at judgeszone.com. Cody Elkins been riding for over 23 years, a true veteran of this sport. Let's see what he decides to throw down here in the best trick competition. Remember, one and done, they have to be perfect. All right, Cody looks like he's ready to go. Let's get loud for Cody Elkins.
And Cody Elkins beautifully executes what we call the super flip. That means full backwards rotation and full extension at the same time. Lock in those scores. He is the last rider to compete here in the best trick competition. We're going to find out if that's enough to take the lead and ultimately take the win.
We'll also see, Casey, if he can sweep the weekend here, but it will only be up to you Louisville fans here at judgeszone.com. All right, we are just going to remind you, Braden Anderson is 8.666. That is his score, and he is the score to beat. Your score for Cody Elkins is... Louisville, you have spoken. 9.673. Cody Elkins is your winner of the best trick competition.
Huge congratulations to Cody Elkins. We're going to catch up with him just a little bit later. But first, TJ, you guys threw it down for round one. Big action out here, an amazing best trick competition. But these Louisville fans have been electric all weekend long, and I know you have something planned for them.
Oh, man, we're down here having fun. Louisville, you guys having fun or what? All right. The boys and I, we got something next. We're going to do something called FMX trains. We're going to try to get as close as we can together, get us all up in the air at the same time. I want you guys to clap your hands, stomp your feet, make some noise for the boys.
They're getting those helmets back on. They're getting the goggles back on. They're going to be doing what we call the FMX trains. So they're going to be hitting that ramp one after another, after another, after another. Of course, it's about the cool tricks, but it's also going to be about timing. It's also going to be about precision. They're going to have to work together as a team. Monster Jam fans, are you ready to see 3 trains out of these guys on the track? The flag is green, all getting in line. Here they go, they're hitting the ramp. Get those phones out, here we go. Four whips in a row, performed perfectly. perfectly, one after another after another. Let's see what they're gonna do for round 2 of those motocross trains. All of them flying through the air effortlessly. Looks like the closest thing to flying out here on the track. Louisville. I bet if we get really loud, they'll show us one more train. Let's hear you, Louisville. What a way to finish out FMX. Let's hear it one more time for Nick Desmond, TJ Tiffany, Braden Anderson, and of course, Cody Elkins, your best trick competition winner. Folks, if you caught any of that action on your smartphones, be sure to hashtag Monster Jam, hashtag USFMX. These guys are a team out here on their track, and they literally have decades of experience competing in so much competition, have so much varied experience, because only the best for you Monster Jam fans. We're going to take a few moments to catch up with your best trick competition winner, Cody Elkins. Cody, you have swept the weekend, clinching your second best trick competition win.
Definitely didn't come easy. You know, these guys are out here really throwing down, bringing out their best tricks and riding really good. And, you know, those guys, Monster Jam's a family. We're back there just being friends. But when we're out here, we're swinging for the fences. We want everything we got out here. And these guys were really hanging it out.
For some of our fans out there that maybe love motocross or maybe love to ride, talk to us about what you're riding here this weekend. Talk to us about what your bike is and why this is the one that you chose to ride.
So this is just a basic showroom standard KX 450. So the only thing we do change up is gearing, because obviously we got a pretty short run up and we're trying to do a really big jump. So we gear it down a little bit to get a little bit more out of the hole. Each rider's got their own taste in handlebars. You know, you kind of make it fit you. And then suspension. 100% suspension's the biggest thing you can do to your bike, especially for someone like me who weighs 205 pounds. Stock suspension just doesn't cover it when you're falling from 45 feet in the air.
Fantastic insight. And last but not least, we love Monster Jam because it's fierce, it's competitive. We see you guys crushing it on the bikes. We see the drivers crushing it in the Monster Jam trucks, but also this is a family-friendly event, and I know that you are a proud dad as well. What's it like for you to be involved with Monster Jam, knowing these families are coming here and making lifelong memories?
Without a doubt, you know, this is a dream come true for me. I was these kids in the stands, so shout out to all of you parents out there that's bringing your kids to be entertained, to be inspired. Huge shout out to you guys, because it's parents like you that we get to do what we love to do, you know, and it's parents like mine that told me that I could be anything I wanted to be, as long as I was willing to work hard enough for it and never give up on it. And it's thanks to them and my good Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, who's kept me safe for 23 years. I'm out here at 43 years old, still living a dream.
Very well said. Well, Cody, thank you so much, and congratulations to you. Folks, let's hear it one more time for your best trick competition winner, Cody Elkins, and the whole team of USFMX.
Congratulations to Cody Elkins here. He's our best trick competition winner and sweeps the weekend.
We have reached the pinnacle of today's event, Monster Jam Freestyle. rocker, Megalodon. Lock in those scores at judgeszone.com. Freestyle is just like the two-wheel skills challenge. You determine the winner of this competition. So after each and every driver, lock in those scores on your smartphones.
All right, he is going to await your scores here at judgeszone.com. He's going to set the tone, like Casey said, in the bar. Scores are locked. Let's see the score for Megalodon. You gave him a 7.178. Just a reminder what the criteria is here for our Monster Jam drivers. They must complete 15 seconds of their run to qualify for a score. Looking for the creativity, the use of the entire obstacle, wow factors, and combination moves. Coming up next, we got our next driver up, Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack.
Jurassic Attack. About 15 more seconds to lock in your scores at judgeszone.com. Or you can use that QR code on the video board. It'll take you right to that website where you can lock in that score.
All right, Dalton Widener, Jurassic Attack, our second driver out here, maintains some great control, some great momentum, uses a majority, if not, well, use a majority of the obstacle. There's 8 obstacles out there. Scores are locked. Your score to beat, Megalodon, 7.178. Your score for Jurassic Attack is, we got a new leader, 7.273. Our third driver coming up, it's Mike Christensen, Vendetta.
Of all the different obstacles, really nice momentum out there on the track. He filled the clock. Keep those things in mind when locking in those scores.
All right, there it is. You can use that QR code, and if you've not started scoring, you can do so at any time. All right, your score to beat, It is Jurassic Attack 7.273. We are counting down the clock here at judgeszone.com for you, the fans here. Your scores are locked. Your score for Vendetta is, you gave him a 7.161. So let's take a look at the video board right now where we stand in this competition. Jurassic Attack is your score to beat, 7.273, followed by Megalodon, currently sitting in second with a 7.178. Vendetta sits in third, 7.161. And of course, we've got a lot more freestyle left. On deck, we've got Classroom Crusher, El Toro Loco, Lucas Stabilizer, Mayhem, and Gravedigger. There it is, your BKT overall event leaderboard. Remember, coming into this afternoon's competition, last competition, it is Armando Castro and El Toro Loco sitting on top of the leaderboard, followed by Classroom Crusher, Jurassic Attack, Gravedigger, Lucas Stabilizer, Mayhem, and Vendetta, and Megalodon round out our 8 competitors here, as we're going to get set here for more Monster Jam Freestyle. We've got our next driver up. It is Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. There we see him, Classroom Crusher coming down the tunnel. Make some noise right now for Camden Murphy. What a finish to that freestyle, folks. That is Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. That is incredible. He lands the Morgan and Morgan backflip and is able to save it from my advantage point. I thought it was done after that, and he ends up getting the momentum, getting the save. What a run. Now it's time to see where you're going to put him in this competition. The score to beat, Jurassic Attack, 7.273. Louisville, it is completely up to you. Your scores are locked in. Let me see the score for Classroom Crusher. 9.457. We got a new leader. All right, there we stand in the freestyle competition. Classroom Crusher now is the score to beat. Jurassic Attack, Megalodon, and Vendetta round out our first half. We've got 4 more drivers on deck. We got Lucas Stabilizer, Mayhem, Gravedigger, and El Toro Loco yet to freestyle here. Reminder where we stand right now on the BKT overall event leaderboard. El Toro Loco is on top of the leaderboard with 15 points, but with that big freestyle win We will await to see if Classroom Crusher can take the top spot.
I'm hanging out with August up here in the stands. And August, you told me when you walked by me that this is the best day ever. Are you loving Monster Jam or what?
Yes.
What's been the coolest part?
The stuff when they flip.
When they flip, it's so cool, right? Well, August, what do you say we play a little game?
Okay.
All right, let's do it, folks. We're going to throw a game up there on the video board, and August is going to be playing one of these awesome flags to take home.
Hey, Monster Jam fans, Cameron Murphy here, and it's time for Monster Jam Trivia. How do you start a Monster Jam? Is it A, cart key, B, a dedicated switch, C, a phone app, D, a single key?
There's a lot of good options, but let's see, Monster Jam fans, what do you think the answer is? Is it A, B, C, or D? All right, I hear a lot of answers out there. August, what do you think?
B.
He's going to go with B. That sounds like a very educated answer. Let's see if he's right.
You guess D.
Congratulations, August. Well, we know that you were having a fantastic day. We want to make it a little bit better. Congratulations, my friend. High five. And if you'd like to stop by the official Monster Jam merchandise stands to take home one of these flags as well, we'll be up there on the concourse. We'll be back to the Monster Jam action here in just a few moments.
Don't forget, Monster Jam fans, we need you to donate to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. You can do it on behalf of one of your favorite Monster Jam drivers. In a little bit, we will crown a St. Jude ambassador of the event. You can scan the QR code right there up on the video board, and you can donate $1, a couple dollars, whatever your heart desires, and you can put it towards your favorite Monster Jam driver. And by the end of the event, we will let you know who our St. Jude ambassador of the event is, and that will be up to you to decide. Our next driver coming to the track, it is Chris Kohler, Mayhem.
Let's lock in those scores for Chris Kohler, Mayhem. Tell us what you think at judgeszone.com.
Time to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. The code LOU. And Chris Kohler, Mayhem. His run is cut short just a little bit prematurely, but you can get those scores in. You did see a pretty solid run there from Mayhem. Now it's time to see what you think. The score to beat Classroom Crusher, 9.457. That's just a reminder for you. Your scores are in. Your score from Mayhem is... You gave us 6.283.
The energy that is out here in these stands. We're having so much fun up here. What's your name?
James.
All right, James, we're going to play a game called Name That Truck. So we're going to put your Monster Jam knowledge to the test. You're going to try to see what truck we're revealing on the video board. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Let's see if he can name this truck before we reveal it. Go ahead and shout it out if you think you know the answer. I see some green in there. Maybe a little purple in there. Let's see. Okay, what truck has green and purple? What do you think?
Gravedigger.
He's gonna go with Gravedigger. That's a pretty good guess. It's looking more and more like Gravedigger by the moment. And he is correct. Congratulations, my friend. You're taking home that El Toro Loco Puff Truck. Knuckles, nice job. Folks, we have 3 more drivers left in Monster Jam Freestyle, so it is still anybody's game. We're going to see who's going to walk away with the freestyle win. But first, we're going to talk to Kay about how much fun these fans are having in the stands. Kay, coming to you.
All right, we're going to throw it up to the video board for Would You Rather. That is with our Monster Jam drivers. So take a look at the video board.
I would rather win the World Finals Championship because I feel like the world is watching at that very moment, and it's got to be your night.
I would rather win a World Finals championship because at the World Finals, it is the best of the best, and it's there to compete, and that means you came out on top.
I would much rather win a World Finals Championship. I'd rather win a World Finals Championship because the World Finals is as big as it gets. It's our biggest event.
I guess you're stuck in traffic. You're either driving around trying to find a parking spot, or you're stuck in traffic and still can't get to your parking spot.
Never hit traffic and take forever to park because I feel like people get crazy with road rage these days.
I'd rather not hit traffic and have to find somewhere to park. I'd rather walk.
I would rather never hit traffic and take forever to park.
I would rather not eat pizza for 5 years. Too much pizza, not good on the gut.
I'd rather not eat pizza for 5 years. I like it, but I don't like it that much.
All right, I got some new buddies up here in section 301, some big fans here. She says she wants to take over my job. So you ready, Rachel?
Absolutely.
All right, it is time to introduce the next truck.
Our only female driver of the day, the Lucas Stabilizer for Women's History Month.
The ribbon boards are red. Put those hands together for Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. Few more seconds to tell us what you think at judgeszone.com. Cynthia is representing our ladies of Monster Jam out on the track. Slide that BKT tire to the score you think she earned and press submit.
All right, Lucas Stabilizer throwing down a nice solid run there for Cynthia Gauthier. Scores are locked in. Your score to beat Classroom Crusher 9.457. Your score for Lucas Stabilizer is, you gave a score of 7.076. Our second to last driver coming up, it is Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Let's hear it for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Scoring is now open. You've got about 15 seconds left at judgeszone.com. He's our second to last competitor here for our Monster Jam freestyle competition. Of course, he's standing on top of the BKT overall event leaderboard too. So in order for him to maintain that lead and ultimately the win, that will be up to you to decide here. In just a second, we're going to see what that score is. Your score to beat 9.457 from Classroom Crusher. And your score for El Toro Loco is 7.545. Let's hear it for Tyler Miniga and Gravedigger. Let's hear it for Tyler Miniga, Gravedigger. Lock in those scores. He's our final competitor in Monster Jam Freestyle. Tell us what you think. We're going to be crowning our winner in just a few moments. All right, I'm hanging out with a friend, Alea, right now. Alea, you watched that run. What do you say? What do you think you're going to give him? A 7, 8, 9? What do you think?
Probably a 8.
All right, 8 is a good score. All right, we will see if Alea and the rest of you agree. Let's see. The score to beat right now is Classroom Crusher 9.457. Alea, you ready to see that score? Say, let me see that score.
Let me see that score.
The score, 9.327. Not enough. That means Camden Murphy and Classroom Crusher is your freestyle winner. All right, we're going to add those points to the overall and crown a winner here. So keep your eyes locked to the video board with 7 points in JCB Racing, 8 in the two-wheel skills challenge, and 6 in the freestyle competition for a total of 21 points. You ready to crown the winner, Alea? All right, your BKT overall event champion is
El Toro Loco. El Toro Loco.
El Toro Loco! Nice job.
The El Toro Loco team has done it once again. Congratulations to crew chief Daniel Lopez and driver of El Toro Loco, Armando Castro. Armando, we always say that consistency is key, and it paid off once again here this afternoon.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, coming out in a race competition, we're in the final round against Dalton or whoever we were against. He's really quick, you know, but, you know, we're happy with number 2. We took number 1 in two-wheel skills, and we did okay in freestyle. It's all about staying consistent on this tour right here. I can't thank these guys right here next to me. These guys are literally the true heroes of Monster Jam. These guys don't get enough credit for what they do. They're always turning the wrenches behind the scenes and getting everything ready to go for me, man. And I can't thank you guys here in Louisville. It's been awesome here so far. It's been an awesome weekend. We took 2 this weekend. Thanks to you guys. Yeah, toda mi gente watching at home YouTube. We love you guys so much. Thank you for supporting Monster Jam. A todos mis latinos las quiero mucho. Es un honor estar aquí atrás volante del Toro Loco. We love you, Louisville, man. We can't wait to come back. This is Monster Jam, baby. Let's make some noise one more time. Woo!
All right, congratulations there to El Toro Loco and Armando Castro with 21 points here, your BKT overall event champion. And of course, congratulations to Camden Murphy and Classroom Crusher. We're gonna see if we can get an interview really quickly. He's on his way over there to you, Casey. Let's make some noise right now to your freestyle winner.
Well, he's running over. He wants to catch up with all of you. It is your freestyle winner, Camden Murphy, driver of Classroom Crusher. Camden, you had everybody speechless inside Freedom Hall. Not just one backflip, it was a back-to-back flip out here on the track.
Yeah, absolutely wild. I mean, these mini flips here in the arenas are absolutely insane, but gotta come out here, get a good, consistent run going. I felt like we had that. And man, line up for that backflip ramp, and I was pumped. You guys were awesome last night, but man, got an awesome backflip here tonight. But Louisville, do you guys have fun tonight?
Congratulations there to Camden Murphy and Classroom Crusher. He is your freestyle winner. And of course, we have had an exciting weekend here of action here in Louisville in Freedom Hall. We want to thank you so much. And of course, on behalf of KCG, I am Kay Young. We hope you had fun. And we hope to see you at our next Monster Jam.